Did you know that 50% of modern vehicles fail to cross the 100,000-mile mark without a catastrophic repair bill? Here's the cold, hard truth. The machines aren't getting worse, the maintenance habits are. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on 15 critical oversights that even car people and seasoned mechanics miss, which are silently killing your ride. Stick with me until the very end because the final tip is the literal holy grail of longevity. It's how you bypass the 200,000-mile barrier without draining your savings. Number 15. Stop warming your car wrong during winter. There is a persistent, old-school myth that is actively nuking engines across the country, the idea that you need to let your car idle for 10 minutes in the driveway to warm it up. If you're doing this, you are wearing your engine out twice as fast. In a modern fuel-injected engine, idling in freezing temps causes the ECU to run a rich fuel mixture. This excess unburnt gasoline actually washes the lubricating oil off your cylinder walls, a process called bore washing, and seeps past the piston rings into your crankcase. This fuel dilution thins your oil, stripping away its ability to protect vital bearings. You're essentially lubricating your engine with a cocktail of oil and solvent. The second issue, idling only warms the combustion chamber. Your transmission, differential, and wheel bearings stay ice cold. If you idle for 10 minutes and then rip onto the highway, you're shock-loading frozen components. The pro move: wait 30 to 60 seconds for oil pressure to stabilize, then drive gently. Driving is what actually builds heat efficiently across the entire drivetrain. Have you noticed how much faster your heater kicks in when you're actually moving? Number 14. Stop using the regular service schedule. The biggest lie in your glove box is the standard service schedule. Most manuals claim 10,000 or even 15,000-mile oil changes are fine. They aren't. Those numbers are designed to make the cost of ownership look low for the first 3 years, right until the warranty expires and the engine turns into a sludge-filled paperweight. Statistically, 80% of us actually fall under the severe service category. Do you drive in stop-and-go traffic? Do you live somewhere with high humidity, dust, or freezing winters? Do you take trips shorter than 10 miles? If so, you are abusing your oil. For maximum longevity, ignore the marketing and stick to 5,000-mile or 6-month interval using high-quality full synthetic. It's the cheapest insurance policy you'll ever buy. Number 13. Stop over-relying on the transmission's parking pawl. When you shift into park on a hill without using your emergency brake, that clunk you hear is the sound of a tiny metal pin, the parking pawl, screaming in agony. This pin is roughly the size of your pinky finger, and you're asking it to hold up 4,000 pounds of steel on an incline. If that pawl shears or jams, you're looking at a $3,000 transmission teardown. Always follow the neutral rule: stop, shift to neutral, engage the parking brake, let the car settle onto the brake, and then shift to park. This transfers the stress to the heavy-duty brake shoes where it belongs. Does your car roll an inch or two after you put it in park? That's exactly what we're trying to stop. Number 12. Stop believing in lifetime fluids. The term lifetime fluid is the most successful marketing scam in automotive history. To a manufacturer, lifetime usually just means the length of the powertrain warranty, around 60,000 miles. After that, they'd be more than happy to sell you a new car. All fluids, transmission, differential, coolant undergo thermal breakdown and oxidation. In a transmission, microscopic bits of clutch material turn that fluid into sandpaper over time. If you want to see 200,000 miles, swap your lifetime transmission and diff fluids every 50,000 to 60,000 miles. It's the difference between a smooth shifting gearbox and a $6,000 replacement. Number 11. Stop driving too slowly. It sounds counterintuitive, but babying your car by never leaving the city or exceeding 30 mph is a slow death sentence. Engines need to breathe. Low-speed, low-load driving leads to massive carbon buildup on the valves and piston rings, especially in modern direct-injection (GDI) engines. Ever heard of the Italian tune-up? It's real science. Getting your engine up to operating temperature on the highway for 30 minutes burns off moisture and carbon deposits that otherwise turn into engine-killing sludge. If you see milky, white foam under your oil cap, that's trapped moisture. Take it for a spirited highway run once a week. Your rings and catalytic converter will thank you. Number 10. Stop neglecting your brake fluid. We all check our pads, but when was the last time you tested your fluid? Brake fluid is hygroscopic, meaning it literally sucks moisture out of the air through the rubber hoses. Once water content hits just 3%, your fluid's boiling point can plummet by nearly 200 degrees F. Under heavy braking, that water turns into steam pockets, giving you a mushy, pedal, or total brake failure. More importantly, that moisture rots your ABS pumps and calipers from the inside out. Flushing your fluid every 2 years is the only way to prevent a $1,500 ABS module replacement. Number 9. Stop using incorrect tire pressure information. I see this daily, people inflating tires to the max psi listed on the tire sidewall. That is the maximum pressure the tire can hold before exploding. It is not the pressure your car needs. Always use the sticker on the driver's side door jamb. But here is the expert secret: pressure follows temperature. For every 10-degree drop in outside temp, you lose 1 psi. In the winter, your correct pressure might actually be 3.5 psi higher than the door sticker to compensate for the cold air density. Running low doesn't just kill your gas mileage, it overheats the tire carcass and causes premature suspension wear. Number 8. Stop forgetting the PCV valve exists. The PCV, positive crankcase ventilation, valve is a $20 part that can cause a $2,000 oil leak. Its job is to vent pressure out of the crankcase. When it clogs, and it will, that pressure has to go somewhere. It usually chooses your main seals or valve cover gaskets. If your car has suddenly started consuming oil or leaking from everywhere at once, check this valve first. It's a 5-minute DIY fix that most shops won't even mention until your seals are already blown. Replace it every 30,000 miles as cheap insurance. Number 7. Stop making exclusively short trips. Short trips are the silent killer of exhaust systems and oil life. If you only drive 2 miles to the grocery store, your exhaust system never gets hot enough to evaporate the condensation inside. That water sits in your muffler and eats it from the inside out. Even worse, your oil never reaches the 212 degrees F required to boil off fuel and water contaminants. This creates acidic sludge that eats your engine bearings. If you must take short trips, ensure you give the car at least one long 20-minute drive a week to self-clean. Number 6. Stop ignoring a weakening battery. A weak battery does more than just make the car hard to start. Modern cars are rolling computers. Low voltage causes the alternator to work overtime, shortening its lifespan, and sends dirty power to your sensors, causing ghost codes and erratic shifting. If your lights flicker or your windows roll up slower than usual, your battery is likely toasted. Don't wait for a no start on a rainy Monday. Test it every 3 years and replace it by year 5. Number 5. Stop using cheap gasoline. Gas is a lie that kills fuel injectors. While the base fuel is similar, the detergent packages are not. Top-tier certified fuels contain significantly higher concentrations of cleaners that prevent carbon buildup on your intake valves. In GDI engines, using no-name gas can lead to fouled injectors in as little as 20,000 miles. Saving 5 cents a gallon isn't worth a $800 injector service. Look for the top-tier logo at the pump. It's backed by brands like Honda, Toyota, and GM for a reason. Number 4. Stop only washing what you can see. The paint looks great, but what about the frame? If you live in the salt belt or near the ocean, the underside of your car is being eaten by chemical oxidation every single day. Salt trapped in the subframe will rot out brake lines and suspension mounting points until the car is literally totaled by rust, even if the engine runs perfectly. Invest in an undercarriage wash or, better yet, a lanolin-based undercoating like wool wax or fluid film. Avoid the rubberized undercoatings; those actually trap moisture against the metal and accelerate rot. Number 3. Stop using the wrong oil. 90% of your engine's wear happens in the first 60 seconds after startup. If you're using a 10W30 in an engine designed for 0W20, that oil is too thick to reach the top end fast enough, leaving your cam lobes grinding metal on metal. This is especially critical for turbocharged engines. Turbos spin at over 100,000 RPM and rely on a thin film of oil to stay alive. Using the wrong viscosity or a low-quality conventional oil will cook inside the turbo coking, leading to a $2,500 failure. Always check your cap and use exactly what the engineers specified. Number 2. Stop normalizing the hum of a failing wheel bearing. That faint drone or hum that gets louder as you speed up isn't just road noise, it's a warning. A failing wheel bearing generates immense friction and heat. If ignored, the bearing can seize, potentially welding itself to the spindle or causing the entire wheel assembly to shear off at highway speeds. If your car sounds like a prop plane, get it on a lift. A $300 bearing replacement is much cheaper than a highway accident. Number 1. Stop being a reactive owner. The most successful car owners aren't the ones who are good at fixing things, they are the ones who are good at noticing things. The check engine light is a fail light. By the time it's on, the damage is often started. You need to be a proactive sensor. Does the car smell sweet like syrup? Coolant leak? Does it smell like a backyard barbecue? Oil leak on the exhaust? Does the steering wheel vibrate at 60 mph? Tire balance or suspension? Cars almost always try to tell you they're dying weeks before they actually quit. If you listen to the small noises today, you won't have to listen to a $5,000 repair estimate tomorrow. Being proactive is the only way to join the 200,000-mile club. Which of these habits have you been skipping? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see exactly how we pushed a high-mileage engine to 500,000 miles, watch this video right here.